Hey guys, welcome back to the homestead. I wouldn't normally start a video laying in my bedroom floor, but I want to introduce you to Broccoli. He was born yesterday. He's our cat's first kitten, and he's in my army duffel bag under our bed. But he seems to be doing well. She's nursing well. It's our first time being a mama. And yeah, we got us a new kitten. But that's not what today's video is about. I just thought I'd let y'all see him. Yeah, so she actually just came in from her first time going outside since he was born yesterday afternoon. So she's getting an earful right now. But let me show you how well this stuff is going. We actually just got back home. We went in town this morning to buy soil and whatnot, but I'll show you all that outside. But right now, all of our stuff that we started, doing really well in here. This is all the stuff we started last weekend. My microgreens are getting huge, which is awesome. Unfortunately, the hydroponic stuff I started, it looks like that hydroponic plant feed had gone bad or is not. I don't know, something going on with it because all those plants look like they've died except for one. And it looks like it's on its last leg, so that's unfortunate. But that's alright, we got a ton of plants going. So, but I'll walk you over and show them. Yeah, we just got home from going to town and doing our weekly shopping and all that stuff. As you can see, they got plenty of fluid, but everybody except for this guy has died. Which is odd because that guy doesn't have roots. So I don't know what's up with that, but yeah, that's unfortunate, but it happens. So we'll be figuring out either, I probably won't grow anything hydroponic this year, was what we're going to figure out. Alright, so first thing on the agenda today is going to be these guys. We picked up Atwoods today. It's a big strawberry plant that we need to break up into all of its smaller little pieces, its little shoots. It's cool. Look, it's already got
some flowers.
Strawberry, another strawberry, and there's another one down here already growing in it. But we're going to gently get it out of this pot and into this water, and then we'll use the water to break up all this plant material at the bottom because we're going to replant them into another media here in a minute. So she's literally just going to have to massage the dirt around all the root systems, and this dirt will just break up in the
We're actually going to let it soak, and then I will come because it's been in that pot. Like, you can look at the root systems on the bottom that are just smashed. So we're going to let it kind of do it itself too and soak while we go work on, we've got to actually get the bags ready for this to go in anyways. So I'm just going to leave it here for a little while. Probably should fill it up a little more with water, but I think it'll be okay. Really just after those bottom root systems.
So yesterday after work I stopped and picked up 4 bags of soil that we filled that bed and this bed with. And it's this stuff. Comes in 2 cubic foot bags. Is the best deal they have at Walmart. But it's a 2 foot bag, or 2 cubic foot bag rather, and they come in at $4.96 a bag, so they're pretty cheap. But we figured out how many it was going to take to fill these beds yesterday, and that's what we're going to do today. Let's get these beds filled, and then you want to grab your strawberry bags?
We're going to take these, bottom off Temu, whatever. You fill them with soil, and then you feed those plants and the root systems into these holes, and we're going to hang them up on the side of that A-frame to get full sunlight, and hopefully it works. It says it should work, or at least that's what it was advertised was for strawberries. We're going to give it a try. I think I paid like $2 for them. But yeah, these we bought a whole bag for these. I don't think it's going to take a whole bag, but we'll save whatever we got left. But yeah, we're going to fill, and then our goal is to get all the plants in, because next weekend we will be out of town, and then I will be out of town that whole week. My mom's having surgery, and then we will have missed the time to get them in the soil. Well, according to our calendar system in seed time. So we're just going to get them all in early. We're not expecting a frost, at least based on what Weather Channel app says on my phone, I don't know if you've looked,
I haven't.
but our soft frost date for like the last chance we could get one is April 13th, which is tomorrow's date, right?
Yeah.
Yes, tomorrow's date. So we're going to go ahead and get all of these beds prepped today, water them, let them set and rest overnight, and then we'll put seeds in them tomorrow.
Also, the onions are looking great. They're huge.
Yes.
It's awesome. And the lettuce.
They're doing. Y'all decide to use this. It smells like cow poop. Our van smells so bad. I was until you said something because you looked at me nosy. It smelled like cow poop in our car.
I also looked at a blueberry plant at Walmart that already had blueberries on it.
Yeah.
It's like, wow, you're ready to go. And Atwood's had peach trees, and I was looking at them at first, and I was like, wow, those already have buds on them. That's super cool. So you could literally plant that and get fruit this year. And I kept looking, and I found one in there that had fruit on it already. It already had little bitty peaches. So you're going to pay $40 for that tree, put it in the yard, and get peaches this year.
Maybe. The
Hopefully.
shock of putting it in
The
the
transplant
ground.
shock is not great for it. Yes, that is $40 and a bag of mulch, some water. Theoretically, that will produce fruit this year. Another bonus to this, because strawberries are perennials, at the end of the season this fall, we could transplant these into a cold frame, and they'll continue to grow through the fall, or they'll survive through the winter in there. Or we could even bring them inside and just let them hibernate all winter in the shop, and then replant these same strawberries next year. Go through this same exact process again of breaking up the roots.
All right. So he's already walked the strawberry plants back over to the A-frame, but I was filling jugs of water. So this is currently how I water plants every day, besides this bucket. This bucket is where we shook all of the soil and stuff off for the strawberry plants. So we're going to take that and get a cup and pour it back into those plants and water them with all of the soil that they were in, and any roots that were in there that could catch. And then I have my big watering can, but I fill this up every day and walk it over there and fill with plants. It's going to take me a couple of trips if we can't figure out the hose situation to get water to water everything every day, but we'll see.
All right. So that strawberry's all hung up, and I went ahead and transplanted my one little tomato that had survived as well. This one fell out. I was kind of sad about this one. He fell out as we were walking over here. But everything else up. They need, I've shook them off, but they'll need a little bit of rinse probably. But I think I got plenty of water for today. Alright, so we reached Dollar General, everybody's favorite store here in small town America. We have 4. We have Dollar General north, south, east, and west of us. So, but one of them has microgreen seeds, and we also picked up these steaks for $1 a piece, which is a deal. And we picked up some plant fabric while we were at Walmart earlier. big old bird. But this patch is going to be my corn. So I'm planting corn here. I got some weed barrier to put down. And we're going to try corn 12-inch on center over here in this little spot where our greenhouse used to be. I already drove these stakes in. We're just going to staple this barrier to it to hopefully keep the rabbits and the smallest of humans out. Or the dog too, probably. Ta-da! I don't know if you can see it, but if you can't, it looks great.
Ta-da!
So now I'm going to pop holes in it in the grid that I need. And show some little corn kernels in there, spray a bunch of water on it, and leave it alone. The instructions say we're supposed to put some mulch or dirt on top of this to hold it down, but I put some roofing nails in there, so that should probably be fine.
Hey, use what you got.
Yeah, here's what we got, because anything else costs money. What?
What are we working at? Okay, bye. All right, so we're done for the day. I've got everything in our wagon to take back up to the house, besides the tools. We're gonna leave them out for tomorrow. But I thought y'all could go check eggs with me. Chicks mate. Oh, we got a pretty green one and a pink one. Let's see. So I checked eggs yesterday and had 9, which I didn't check the day before. So we're getting roughly 4 or 5 a day. We got 6 today. And I checked, it was almost dark when I checked. They only lay in these ends, which is quite funny, but I don't know how close I am to the camera. I can't get it closed. But yeah, they're so pretty. So we don't have anybody that lays, so like this is more of a teal color than that one. This one's much more of a olivey color. This one I think is either Cocoa or Kentucky. They lay these color eggs, and they have always, I think it's their breed that lays with the extra calcium deposits, because I feel like they've always had that. And then I can always tell when this is Cheeto's egg, and she's part Polish, so Polish chickens lay smaller eggs. So she has like a faux hawk. Actually, she doesn't have any right now because a rooster, like on a Polish, those feathers, because they don't stick close to the skin, actually come out really easily. So she's always like, she looks like a crackhead to me. And then like, look, that one's huge. It's good. I got it. All right, guys, let's go take these in.
Morning, guys. It's Sunday morning. Just getting the chickens out. Hot water. Feed. I actually cleaned up a bunch of grass that was in the A-frame yesterday, just kind of growing a bunch of nightshade and stuff. Yanked them all up and threw them in here with them, and these guys absolutely love it. All this mustard here. It's their favorite thing. And it's really funny because Ghost in there is real prone, the big white chicken there. She's real prone to sticking her head into the pile of stuff that I throw in there and getting hats. And frankly, she looks wonderful with a hat on. But when we can't move them, this is absolutely the easiest way to make sure they're getting plenty of greens, plenty of calcium, gives you good strong eggs. And they'll pick all the leaves off of that stuff, leave the stems, and eventually it'll break down into the soil. So, Sunday morning, busy day. We gotta get some stuff finished up over here as the sun's coming up. But the corn started yesterday in here. This mesh is holding water more than I expected it would. That's kind of surprising me a little bit. But it's from Aldi, so I guess that makes sense. It's not going to be perfect, all right? Let's see here. We got onions are looking great. And we got a lot of seeds to go in today as well. And in about an hour, the sun will get over that tree line and start to light up all these strawberries, and they'll start to stand up, I'm hoping, today or tomorrow. We got a few of them that are already getting pretty righted, but they'll start reaching for the sun pretty quickly once the sun's on them. We have two big projects today. One is getting, well, it's three projects today. One's getting seeds in the ground. Another is I'm going to be starting another round of microgreens, but this time I'll be doing it in some solo cups in the windowsill, not going through the whole process of covering them, weighting them, and all that. I'm actually going to use my coffee grounds from the coffee pot, throw those in the cup, throw the seeds that I've been soaking overnight in there, stick it in the windowsill, and be done with it. That's all we're doing. I came across a woman on TikTok. That's what she does every day. She has a bunch of little tins from like sardines, and she takes her coffee filter and dumps it in one of those tins. She keeps every day starting another water bath of a tablespoon of seeds on her counter, dumps those in, sticks it in the windowsill, and leaves it. And every night for dinner she has a little tin of fresh microgreens for every meal. Man, that's super simple. Can I really just grow microgreens, just throw them in a cup, throw them in a window, and leave them alone? So we're going to try that. My other microgreens are looking great. So yeah, we got to get the fence up on this today and get it knocked down and leveled out. And she's actually taking clothes off the line right now. And then I got to get these guys fed and watered this morning. Good morning, everybody.
Well, he's got all of our hoses out, trying to figure out what's trash. We have really good water pressure, so we have a tendency to blow hoses a lot. So let's see how many we have, how many hoses he's got connected. All right, we're still on one. Okay, there's the second one. There's the third one. Not walking that direction in case I get a thorn. 4, and then he's got the sprayer. So 4 hoses. Once we hook up the spigot on the back of the house.
Definitely still want to get one of like the garden nozzles. It's got like the rain head on it instead of this. That's too much power.
Was that the only one we had?
Yeah.
We bought a few of them.
Yeah, and they've just gotten broken over the years.
Did you look at the kink hose?
What?
The one we used to use on the camper, that's the cloth. We have one of those. As far as it goes. All right. So now we're going to do the same thing we did to the corn yesterday, and we're going to fence in the rabbit garden. I don't remember if we talked the other day about the rabbit garden, but this is for the most part solely to start giving them fresh food. So I did my research. I know I've actually talked to you guys about this, but did my research, figured out what they can eat. We've started growing some of the seeds and stuff inside, and then we'll direct sow them, and this will be for the most part purely for them. We are gonna plant carrots. They can have carrot tops every day, but they cannot have carrots every day. They can have them as treats because they're packed full of sugar. But so we will end up eating most of the carrots, I'm sure. But yeah, we're gonna get stakes in, and then hopefully I didn't screw up the fencing. Hopefully, we will see. All right, so I don't know. We had this discussion on where we thought this came from, but I think it's just one of those. We have a few people that my husband's done work for. We've moved stuff for them, and he was like, "Okay, just take all this cattle panel or whatever is on the side."
Yeah, because that's what this is. This is a cutoff from a cattle panel that was shortened.
Yeah.
4x4. Actually, I guess this is a 4x4, so it'd be hog panel, but
they snipped it at the bottom, so it's almost used it as stakes like what we're doing, and he's just...
No, actually, it used to go this way, so they cut it to make it... So it used to be this long, and they cut it on one of these ridges to make it shorter, and then we've turned it sideways and shoved it in the ground.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but we'll just add a zip tie up here at the top just to keep it attached to the stake, and then we're going to build a gate where he is. Yeah, it looks so good. Toddler proofing. Toddler proofing.
You don't have a toddler.
We don't have a full-time toddler. He goes home and visits his parents sometimes, like on the weekends and at night. My brother-in-law says we have shared custody. But, yep. One more thing down. We're so excited. Or I'm so excited. So I was telling him, I'm going to sit y'all up there. I don't know what that looks like. But I was telling him yesterday, we are so much further along with gardening and so many things since last year. Is that a horrible shot?
No, you're fine.
Okay. So much further. I think on a whim I did... Oh, you're shrinking. Oh no, y'all, you're shrinking. Don't eat the mushrooms. So much further than we were last year. We've got onions. We've got lettuce. Everything's thriving. Everything's so green. Chickens are producing.
Yeah, we had 9 eggs and then 6 eggs. Maybe 5 last night.
No, I had 6.
Yeah,
I had 6 last night.
Yeah, we got a bucket full of eggs in there.
Yeah.
I'm going to make an egg salad later because it's Masters Weekend and I've never had an egg salad that I can remember.
He's had egg salad because I've
I'm
made
sure I
egg
can.
salad.
I have, but I don't remember it. So I'm going to make my own. With a recipe from the Masters.
Okay. Well, apparently that's what we're having for lunch. Which I should probably go start bread if that's what we're having for lunch.
Yeah, you probably should. I thought you were doing that earlier.
I didn't know. But way further with the garden, just, I don't know, I guess last year was surviving, this year we're thriving.
Here's one of the discs from the first hydroponic setup I did. With that cut out with the hole saw. It's still sitting in here.
There's a zip tie right there.
Good.
Is
It's
it a
used.
good, like, is it a good zip tie? But yeah, having the rabbits, and I don't know, we're just doing really well compared to last year, and I'm super excited about it. Apparently I gotta go make bread.
Okay guys, well it's been a phenomenal weekend. We got the gardens in, got garden fencing up, I got the tractor oil changed and filled up with fluids, battery replaced, the front two inner tubes replaced, got the whole thing greased, and got a bunch of mowing done. Got to a point where I was ready to stop because it would get kind of hot. And the herbs are looking really good as well, actually, they're right here. But yeah, it's been a phenomenal weekend, super productive. And I'm ready to go in and get a shower and start getting ready for work tomorrow. It's sunset in about an hour. It's nice out here. Finally going on. I got up to 96 today here, which is hot for this early in the year. But anyway, we'll catch you guys next time. Bye.